Yes, it has. I think not only because of what happened Saturday, but also because we were playing tomorrow. I think that's more relevant, and it's a big challenge. I don't think the focus changes too much. Uh, like I said, whenever we play England, whether it be here or at home, it's always a massive challenge and a big battle. So the focus definitely sharpens up during a week like this, where we definitely know what we're in for. And when it's been a result like last weekend, the tensions are high at stages, but I thought we controlled it well this week. That's difficult to say. I think what comes through in those tough situations are not is your sort of instinct, and I'm sure a lot of those guys have won tight games, whether it be at international level or at club level throughout their careers, and the fact that it'll just be a team in green jerseys against them, I don't know if that'll make a big difference. Just from personal experience, a big part of our group never experienced beating the All Blacks, and we managed to do that earlier this year. So, it's the old thing about records. They're there to be broken. We certainly don't obviously don't want them to do that, and we've got our own goals set out. But again, there's a lot on the line, and I think it makes for a great game tomorrow. My feeling was more that we were a half a second off the pace in all facets of play. Even though we, dominated territory, we dominated possession. I thought our first phases were really good. We were probably just off it a little bit, and that happens as well. That happens in sport, and it definitely happens in rugby. The difficult thing about that is that it's not a sort of tangible thing that you can change. That is something that comes from within, and you need all 23 guys to make that mental change, to make that intensity change, or whatever you want to call it. So that's been the key focus for us, is to change that. And if we can function well again with our first phases, because the challenge will be different and the challenge will be fierce in that department tomorrow. If we can function well there, and we can still dominate in the possession and territory, then I think we will tick the right boxes. Well, rugby was born here, so it'll always be. It's. I said it earlier. There, playing New Zealand is massive for us as South Africans. You sort of grow up wanting to play New Zealand, but also playing against England is not far behind that. It's a proud rugby nation, and it's one of the most difficult teams to beat at home. That always makes for a big challenge, and I think the reason we play professional sport is to challenge yourself against the best, and to play at a fantastic stadium like Twickenham is always special, and it's just always a great atmosphere and a great outing. I think it's probably the team that's evolved the most and improved the most. And you look back at that year and the 4 games that we played each other. Narrowly won the first 2 in South Africa, drew the third, and beat them by 1 point in the last game. So, it's not much between the 2 teams, and I think they're a different beast now. In 2014, new players coming in, still experience within that squad. So I think the mix that they have there at the moment is pretty good, and obviously Stuart Lancaster is a guy that believes in what I've read, and he believes in the team culture and all of that, and that's very important from our point of view as well, and they obviously got that right. So see a lot of similarities between their team and ours, and again it comes down to a massive one.